What up, YouTube? Quasi here. Ooh, damn. That guy came way over. Shit. Scared me. There we go. That's always fun. Alright, anyways, what I wanted to talk about today is going on your first group ride. When should you do it? Should you do it? And what do you need to know? And this is something that came to mind after going to a couple of meetups, usually with bigger YouTubers, where you see a lot more new riders who've only been riding for maybe a few months, and they want to show up to these motovlogger meetups because it's their idols. That's completely understandable. These big guys, my idols. But because they're so new, I've noticed that you get some very sketchy behavior at these kinds of events. Not intentionally, but you get people who've never been group riding before, so they don't know about how to stagger. When you're in a group ride, you want to be person there, person there, person there. You don't want to be straight behind each other. You also don't want to be following super close because you need room to brake and all that. And a whole bunch of other things. You need to be able to stay in your little half of the lane, which as a really new rider, that's a little more difficult because you don't have all the muscle memory and everything figured out. You don't understand counter steering necessarily. Of course, this isn't a blanket statement. Some new riders know exactly what they're doing and they're better riders than me. That's not saying much, but you know what I mean. So I kind of want to caution new riders to say, hey, yeah, maybe there's a really cool meetup a month or 2 months after you started riding, but please be really aware of your skill level. The other thing about group rides, and not even just meetups, just any group ride, is that you end up riding to the level of the people around you. Whether or not you can actually ride at that level, it doesn't matter in a lot of cases. That's how you see a lot of accidents. People go on their first couple group rides, and because everyone has an ego, they try to keep up with everyone around them as much as they say, hey, no, I'll ride at my own level, I'll ride at my own level. When you're actually in a group ride, it becomes much more difficult to do. And I've almost gotten to some serious shit doing that myself. At the Twisted Sisters, one day when I was coming back, normally I'm in the back of the group because that lets me ride at my own level. I don't have to worry about the other guys. But on the way back, I decided, or I was convinced, to ride in the middle of the group or at the front of the group. And because there's all these people behind me, I didn't want to slow them down. So subconsciously in the back of my mind was always, go fast, don't be slow, take these corners fast, do everything you need to do. And I was hitting corners hard. Afterwards, the people said I was leading a really good pace, but while I was riding, there was one turn I almost did not make it. And this is a place with cliffs, man. Like, I knew I fucked up, and at that moment I was like, oh man, I can't brake because that will stand up the bike. So I just gotta push it and hope for the best. Thankfully I had my DR2s at the time and I was able to lean it over more and I made it. But that's something that I did to myself because I was in a group ride. So I would, if anyone listens to these, I don't know if anyone actually listens to anything I say, probably not, maybe that's for the best, but if anyone's listening, please give yourself some time, maybe 1,000 miles, 2,000 miles. It's hard to say an exact number because it's so subjective, but give yourself time. You'll know when you're there, when you're able to stay single file, you know about group hand signals and all that stuff. Just watch a few YouTube videos. It's nothing serious. You just want to be prepared. It's nothing you have to be scared of either. You just need to be prepared. Make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you got your muscle memory down so that you can enjoy yourself, have a good time, so that everyone can have a good time. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's not too off the wall. But those are my thoughts on going on group rides. Give yourself time, build that memory, enjoy yourself, but know what you're doing. You can get into a lot of trouble. Are all these people going left or straight? I can't tell if this is, it looks like a multi-lane light. I'm so confused. There's a bike lane. Why not? I'll give it a shot. See, look, it's completely wide open. Hey, we need more bike lanes. Oh, I'm gonna have to sit for the whole light cycle. Try to get out of people's way. Alright, as always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. Peace.